Greetings and peace. I hope you and yours are doing well today, wherever you might be watching this from. Now, the title of this video will be, why does humanity fear death so much? And why do we fear each other? Now, before 2020 started, I made a video titled My Vision for 2020, Choose Fear and Not Love. Because I know this would be a year of chaos and the changes that were inevitable in this year. Now we see all of the scares going on by the media and their perpetrators about why you should fear certain communities based on what they look like or what they eat or where they come from. And you got to realize that these agendas of fear and division have been in play for a very, very long time. That's why I call the television tell lie to your visions, because that's what it does. If you turn the TV off and come out here and see reality, you see that people of all complexions and backgrounds are living with each other. They work together, their kids go to school together. There, in reality, is really no problem at all. But if you watch the box of lies, tell lie visions, it tells you that, the sky is falling down. But, it really isn't. That's why I always say life is beautiful, but life is also short, and one day it does come to an end. So use that time wisely to be good to yourself, be good to your family, and be good to all those that put their faith in you or they come across you in all the ways possible. Just learn that if today's my last day and my eyes don't open, I did my best to spread my love and peace to humanity and to tell them that make each moment count in all the ways that you possibly can. Make those moments count and don't let agendas of fear and division divide you, and to know that this life will come to an end. So don't let anybody put fear about you fearing your fellow man, or not shaking hands, or not doing this, or hoarding stuff or hoarding materials. Is any of that going to stop the inevitable? No, it's not. But it's your free will. You have to choose to live in either love or fear. That is in your court. I mean, I've been making videos for a long time, but at the end, I can only advise and give my love and message of peace. At the end, humanity has to make that collective decision. Do you want to be in a collective state of love? And you will attract what kind of energy you're manifesting, or do you want to be in a state of fear, which will then bring upon catastrophic timelines? So for you to ascend above that, you have to always be in a state of love at all times. And it's funny that for many, many years, people's tax dollars have funded wars and destruction and death all over the world. But now everyone's worried about their own mortality. I've seen sometimes when they had concerts here in my local area, there were homeless people in the cold sleeping on the floor, and I used to go and feed them, and those people would just walk by and just laugh at them. Oh, look at them, a bunch of bums and stuff. But now look at those same people fearing for their own lives and giving precautions to others to save their lives. Where was that humanity and compassion when it was needed the most? And that's why I say there's always a spiritual price for all your actions, inactions, and your dirt in your heart for others. Always have a pure and clean and light heart, because that will be the greatest wealth that you'll carry for this life and the next. Not your rank, not your title, not how much money you got in your account, or what nice suburban house or neighborhood you live in, because that won't help you escape your fate. You have to face the seeds that you sow. And that's what will help you in this life. And once this dream ride comes to an end, there'll be something else that you have to deal with, but that depends on how you handle things here. So now we see everyone questioning their mortality, but where was that fear and concern when some of them turned their backs on their fellow man, or when they threw others under the bus to get ahead in life, or whatever position or title that they were trying to earn, or to turn their backs on others, or disregard others and laugh others off, or say ignore the problem. But the problems don't get ignored. Your karma will accumulate so much that one day it will come crashing down on humanity. So humanity right now has to make a collective decision in accordance to the video I made even in 2019 before this whole nonsense started, is do you want to choose to live in love or fear? Do you want to not feed your energy into the lies that you see all the time, or do you want to come out and enjoy this beautiful world that has been gifted to us and be good to yourself, to your family, and to your fellow man? It's very simple, but there are others out there that want to make things really complicated. But I always say, live life in love, be good to yourself, family, others. Don't be dirty to others. Don't throw others under the bus. Don't turn your back on others if you have the power to do something about it. And you watch the beauty of humanity and what we can accomplish and how beautiful this world can be, because we're in our fallen state right now, and we're going to continue to be fallen unless those with agendas of fear and control, we don't stop feeding into them. Because if you don't feed them, then that system will starve to death and they will go away on their own. Be in a state of collective love and upliftment of others. If you see someone that needs help, and if you got the power to do something within your means, then do it. Don't turn your back on them. And then when it come time to question your own mortality, then you want others to be worried about you. It goes both ways. You can't clap with one hand. So to wrap up this video, stop feeding into the fear. Love one another, respect one another, and make good use of the time that's been given to you. That's all there is to it. Just enjoy. And Uncle Sal loves you. Take care.